Yeah, it's NewsHouse Sports. We talking SU lacrosse. We got Jack Schloff, Marcus, and Botter side. Will Scott. I said his face off Tom, Danny, Varello on all them. No one scoring like him. You know I'm talking Nate Solomon. Bomberry with the celly. Damadano with the save. Donahue with the goal. And Taylor Gay. Oh wait, another block. Yeah, that's goal stock. Hope you ready for the show. You watch a goal line extended. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to Goal Line Extended. This is Will Scott alongside Marcus Gronauer and Jack Schlafly. A lot to talk about in the world of Syracuse lacrosse. And let's start with the women's team, Marcus. Another loss in ACC play. They're now 0-5. It was only a 3-goal game at halftime, but they couldn't get anything going in the second half.
Yeah, like you said, 8-5 at the half, but in the second half, Syracuse couldn't get a draw control for their life. In terms of the entire game, 23-10 on draw controls. UNC led that, obviously, and it's been a problem all season. Yeah. But when you're in, they were in the game at halftime, down just by 3, and then defensively, they just fell apart, and I'm sure we'll get into that later.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that right now because Coach Gates said after the game that Goldstock was not the problem, even though 20 goals were surrendered. Do you agree with that assessment?
I mean, I would agree with that. She had 9 saves in the game. Obviously, they got tons of shots. I think they got 35 shots in the game. So it's really a team effort on defense. I think Syracuse really struggled shifting on defense, and in those one-on-one matchups, they just got destroyed. So, and it is also concerning giving up 20 goals at this point in the season. That should not happen. I mean, that's not even an effort thing. That's just coaching and just not coming out to play. So it's going to be interesting to see how they finish up with these last 2 games.
Team is now 0-5 in ACC play, but what's so shocking about that, Marcus, is that we've seen them play well against non-conference opponents. They beat number 4 Florida at home. They beat number 6 Loyola on the road. And then in the conference slate, they just can't win games even against teams that they're higher ranked than. Does the team have any chance to beat an undefeated Boston College squad this week?
Boston College is really good. They're 16-0 right now, obviously leading the conference. They have a 3-headed monster. They got Sam Mapuzzo, Dempsey Arsenault, what a name, honestly. And then they have Kylie and Hart. They combined for 146 goals among them. So if you thought those 20 goals were a lot, just wait till this game. And you mentioned how Syracuse has struggled so much in the ACC, and outside of the ACC, they've done pretty well. But those first 3 games, though, they're against subpar teams, Oregon, UConn, and Albany. I just think that the ACC is a lot better than those teams they scheduled. But also it's just been interesting the way this season has gone.
And, even with a loss to Boston College and a win against Louisville in the regular season finale, 1-6, I don't think you're getting into the NCAA tournament with a 1-6 conference record. So I think the Boston College game becomes a must-win, Jack. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah, on the road against Boston College, we'll see what they can do in Chestnut Hill. But let's move to the men's team now, kind of the polar opposite of the women's team. They did not play well in non-conference slate, and then they're undefeated in conference. Why do you think that is?
Well, I'll say one thing. It's great that they are.
Yeah.
And, they're 4-0 in conference play, and that's why they're sitting at number 9 right now, even though they're 7-4. Easily kind of the worst record within that range of the rankings. But some of the non-conference games that Syracuse has played have just been incredibly tough. Albany, obviously, to start off the season, they're now number 2 in the rankings at 10-1 after dropping a game to UMBC. Still,
who do they lose to?
UMBC. Yeah, no, we know that. We know that team.
I think I remember them from something.
But Albany's obviously a very strong team, and the ACC, I honestly don't even think is exceptionally weak this year. I just think Syracuse has played very well. They've been very well coached. They've come into each game.
Most of those games have been very close, too.
Oh, incredibly close. North Carolina, Virginia, all those games have been very close. But this team's battle-tested, and they're 4-0. That's why they're sitting at number 9.
Yeah. And, the win against UNC on Saturday, they're down by 3 goals. They cut it to 2. Rafis cut it to 2. Brendan Curry, out of nowhere, a freshman, only 6 goals all year.